Welcome back to the Family Guy Podcast. This is episode 2 of the Family Guy Podcast, where two dumb teenagers talk about Family Guy, the dumbest and most shocking cartoon ever made. My name is Dakota. This is my friend Ryder.
Hello, I'm feeling good. It's 1 p.m. and I'm still in my pajamas.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
We're filming a podcast today. So today, this is episode 2 of the podcast, where we are watching Family Guy. Today we're watching I Never Met the Dead Man, episode 2, season 1.
Episode 2. This is a really funny episode.
This is a pretty good episode.
Especially at the beginning.
Okay, before we get into the episode, I wanted to say this. I did the math. I crunched the numbers last night.
Shit.
I grinded it out. I put in the work. I put in the hours.
I was sleeping.
You want to know what I learned?
Yeah.
So I was wondering, how long would it take us to catch up to Family Guy?
Oh,
I looked it up. There's 415 episodes.
And we're watching...
We're watching one episode every week.
Oh, shit.
I put that into the calculator.
That's going to take...
417 weeks, right? Divide that by 4. That's how many months it's going to take. Divide that by 12. That's how many years it's going to take. You want to know how many years it's going to take for us to catch up?
Just tell me.
8.6 years. But in 8 years, they're going to have 8 more seasons.
Oh, shit. We
And
got
then
to...
have another 8 seasons.
We got to get the
catch up.
numbers up.
So
we
yeah,
gotta pump out the numbers.
we gotta pump up the numbers, just like last time you made a Wolf of Wall Street reference again
I
for
did.
some reason.
Yeah,
I don't know why you keep
I
doing
did
that.
It's just random. That's just what I think.
You don't even do that very often.
I don't.
It's
no.
like the first time I've ever seen you do
Well,
that, and you did it twice.
It's the part when he meets the guy from Wall Street, and he's like, "You got to get those numbers up."
We gotta get these numbers up, guys. Be sure to rate 5 stars, like and subscribe if you're listening on YouTube. This is episode 2. I'm very excited about this podcast. Let's get into the meat.
Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Read the summary. This time, instead of writing a whole summary like last episode,
fucking hell.
I just found a really simple one from IMDb.
Yeah.
So, while teaching Meg to drive, Peter crashes into it. While teaching Meg to drive, Peter crashes into a satellite dish and knocks out the city's cable. He goes crazy without television until Lois suggests that he spends more time with his family.
Yeah.
This plan works initially, but backfires when Peter drives the family nuts.
Oh shit.
I love this episode.
Yes. So
I really like this episode. This is a classic.
Yeah. Well, it is the second episode. But the thing that was funny to me. Mm-hmm. When Stewie's playing in the yard, it's the first couple minutes. It's maybe the first minute or something of the episode when Stewie's playing out in the yard with his Sesame Street phone and he's talking like a government
Lois is like,
official.
"Oh, look at him."
Yeah, and he's like something. I forgot what it is.
Oh my! He's like, "Put me on with the Pentagon."
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
it's like the fucking Sesame Street guy going "Do you know how to say cow?"
Yeah,
and he's like, "I already know how to say cow, you dumbass."
Yeah, and then he's like. And then when the phone asks, "Can you count to 3?" and he's like, "For Christ's sakes, I'm already shooting at a 5th grade level."
Oh yeah, that's good.
It's great. Yeah,
that's good.
And then I caught a lot of Stewie moments the first couple minutes of this episode when he also says, "Vegetables must die."
Yeah, because the B plot of the episode is Stewie hates vegetables.
Yeah,
like vegetable to food, not disabled people.
Let's. Well, he probably hates them too. Honestly, just being real here.
The B plot is just him, going over and trying to kill vegetables, the food.
Yeah,
and he builds this whole device, which at the end of the episode ends up saving the day.
Yeah,
it ends up making Meg crash into Peter. And then he breaks all of his legs and he falls back into his TV addiction. We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
But
that's right. So
I really love how every single episode ends with Stewie's invention, culminating in the conclusion. It's just really cool.
And also, it's funny because the primary focus of this episode is Peter's crippling TV addiction.
It's crazy.
And
he's really addicted.
And then the other side plot, the other side plot besides Stewie's vegetable hatred and want to kill all of them, is Meg wanting to drive and learning how to drive, and Peter teaches her the incredibly wrong things to do. The wrong things, just the wrong.
Some dude on a horse-drawn carriage or whatever.
Yeah, an Amish guy. Yeah,
and then she looks over at him and he goes, "Oh, this guy's just asking for it."
Yeah,
and then she revs up the engine, and then the horse fucking flies off the edge. The guy jumps out, and then the horse explodes. And so does the carriage.
It's actually funny because they
hit the ground first.
Yeah, they hit the ground, and then they look at the camera and they explode. They both explode. The carriage explodes first, the horse explodes, and then the Amish person explodes.
It's so funny.
But yeah.
I like when Peter said,
It's funny.
"Well, you forgot to flip them off, but other than that, nice job."
Yeah, it's funny. And then, yeah,
I really
it's
like
great.
when I remembered that the episode was Peter teaching Meg how to drive. I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh my god, I remember this! I love this episode."
Yeah,
I remembered this.
It's a great.
episode.
I think like when you rewatch like a show,
Mm-hmm.
like whatever times you
Yeah.
rewatched it, you just like remember every time how funny the episode is.
Yeah.
How many like side quests, as people say,
Mhm.
are going on, and like it's just great. I like it.
Yeah, I agree. I liked when Meg because Meg went to go get her license,
Yeah.
and then when she was with the person,
Oh yeah,
Meg
that's right.
she fucking raced a cop.
Yeah, a cop.
And the dude goes, "What are you doing?" And she just tries, "I'm driving." Oh, and then she fails. Of course, she fails the test because she gets, she's racing a cop.
Yeah.
And then she flips the cop off. I think, does she? Maybe I don't remember. I don't think so.
No. Peter says you did good, but no.
That
'cause-
was
yeah.
I think she just races the cop,
Yeah.
and then it cuts, and she's like, "Aw," and then Peter goes, "I've had my fair share of disappointments," and it cuts to like him in the. While Lois is like giving birth, and the guy's like,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a girl," and he's like has like a bunch of sports stuff.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Serious?
"Can you check again?"
Yeah, can you check again? The other thing that I thought was funny. This is like after that. Yeah, like I think right after the next
Mhm.
scene or a couple scenes after that,
Yeah.
where like Peter's driving Meg home. They crash into the TV
Yeah.
transmitter thing, and then like Peter's like they're all because the townspeople are like surrounding him and Meg,
Mhm.
and then he's like, "Hey, look, there's Bigfoot," and then Bigfoot talks back. He's like, "Hey, this isn't about
Yeah,
me."
like, whoa.
Yeah, it's great. That's like my favorite part, and it's kind of like the turning point of the episode when Peter like
Yeah.
realizes that TV is like bad and like. it
He
just
didn't realize it
took-
yet though. He kept trying
Well,
to
he's
make
like,
his life.
He's kind of
TV.
like starting to.
Yeah. He accidentally just knocked it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a turning point though for sure.
Yeah.
I like little. What was I gonna say? Before that.
dude.
Oh yeah, I want to just. This is just a random like continuity thing I thought of. Peter, when he was in the car and he was like before he crashed into the satellite, he had a watch all of a sudden, and he looked at it and he was like, "Ah, crap, I'm gonna miss the show."
Yeah.
And then it like he had it for that scene, and then it was gone like the next scene.
Oh really?
Like, he didn't have it before that. He didn't have it after that. It was just for that scene. It was
Oh.
just for. It's like the most cartoonish, like little, like
Yeah.
tiny little detail.
I didn't
but
notice that actually.
it stood out to me. I was like, wait a minute, Peter doesn't have a watch. That's not something he usually has.
Yeah.
But I like how Peter's like he crashes because he's looking into the
Yeah.
windows of people trying to like
trying
to
watch
see
TV.
the. By the way,
Yeah.
the show that he was trying to watch was like. Animals run fast, kids run slow. or
Yeah,
something like
that's
that.
what I
It was
was-
like something about
yeah.
like kids,
Yeah.
slow kids, fast animals, or something.
Yeah, because Peter's like, "Hey Meg," because when they're in the line at the EMV,
Mhm.
he's like, "Meg, let's just go back home. Fox is running a new reality show: fast animals, slow children," and it cuts to like a little fat kid running. And it's like a cheetah running.
He's like,
real
"Come on,
fast."
guys!"
Yeah,
And he like drops something, and she like speeds up.
yeah,
It's so funny.
it's great. It's really.
I really
good.
like the
Yeah, it's great.
that bit. And then Peter crashes into the satellite and knocks out cable for the whole town. And when the people come to him, he immediately blames Meg.
Yeah,
And Meg's like, "What the hell, Dad?"
yeah,
And he's like,
It's
Yeah.
also funny because in the class when the science teacher like we were gonna watch something, but then Meg knocked out the
Yeah.
cable, and then like did you notice like a male voice does a voiceover?
Yeah.
That was really.
I was just a
weird.
15-year-old girl.
Yeah, literally.
It's so funny.
It's great. It's really good. That was really funny.
And I was public enemy number 1. I also wanted to say, I had this written down on. I don't. remember the exact joke.
dude. Yeah, just
Hold on.
okay.
I like where'd it go? Oh, it's in here somewhere. Hold on.
yeah.
So Peter sells out Meg hitting the satellite. Oh yeah, Peter sells out Meg for hitting the satellite, though he did it, and the crowd doesn't give up until Peter says she got her arm shot off in Vietnam, and the crowd
Oh,
goes,
yeah, that's right.
What a senseless war."
Yeah, jeez.
Also, right when the satellite cuts out, it cuts to Tom and Diane on 5 News.
yeah, that's right.
And Tom and Diane go, they think they're not live at all, and they say some vile stuff. They're like,
yeah.
"Well, I think I'm just gonna go get drunk and beat up some midgets."
Yeah, and then Diane's like, "Well, Tom, I just don't play." And like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just plain don't like black people. It's
yeah.
like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. And then the other guy goes, you guys are still on in Boston? And they're like, shit. But then they don't even stop because like later,
it comes back with like
when the internet cuts back on, they're like, he's like, you've been naughty or something. He's like, I'm gonna spank you, and he's like, I don't think your wife would like that, Tom. And he's like, that wretched cow lives in Quahog. We're not on in Quahog. And he's like, actually, we just went back on Quahog.
Yeah.
And he's like,
and then it cuts to like Tom with a paddle and Diane's yeah, it's great.
Shit,
it's really funny.
But
dude, there's this one thing. One thing that really cut out to me. It's like a week into like when the TV's off.
Yeah.
And Brian and Peter are at the bar, and Peter's like, "Geez, Brian, it's been a week. I don't know how long." And then like he's like, "I wonder what Scooby-Doo and the gang are up to." And it cuts to like Scooby-Doo, and they're like,
it's like a violent murder.
Yeah, it's like gang. It looks like he got gutted. He got killed. He got killed, obviously gutted, and like just other
thrown in the lake. And drowned or something.
Drowned.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, just like really vile, like opposite of like the kid-friendly Scooby-Doo that we know.
And then Scooby-Doo jumps into Shaggy's arms, and they're like, "You're right, Scoobs. This is a kicker or something." I don't know. It's just like it was really funny. Like a mixture of funny violence and like kids show.
Yeah, it was really
funny. When Meg knocked out the cable. Oh, I already talked about that. You know what's interesting about that joke where it was like a grown man voicing over Meg is in late season 4, which we're gonna get to in like fucking a year.
Yeah. Let's just not worry about
in late season 4, Stewie Griffin's Untold Story. It's like the 3 episode like long like movie episode.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in that episode when they go to the future, Meg is a trans man.
Oh,
and like
shit.
I don't think it was like
maybe that was a hint. Though.
I don't think it was a hint. I don't think
been.
Family Guy thought that far ahead. But I mean, knowing them, I think they just kind of threw shit out there.
Yeah.
Like, it was probably just a throwaway joke.
Yeah.
But it's interesting that it kind of comes back like that. Like because I mean, it was kind of like a man talking from the future about a story, and so like the fact that it was a man is just kind of funny that happened to line up like that.
It was kind of cool to see like. And when Peter kind of gets used to like not having TV and everything, he's actually like more of like a father.
Yeah, he was like
figure.
literally like he's like, "Come on, guys, we gotta do more stuff." They're like, "Oh my god, Dad."
They're like, "No, no more." And then like, Peter's in the hospital, you know, because he's like every bone in his body's broken, and he's like,
that's like after Meg hits him with her car.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or no.
Oh yeah, that's when Meg runs him over. Runs over some like celebrity guy. Peter. I forgot what the celebrity guy's name was.
I forgot too. Before we get to that though, I had a few more things earlier than that. I love Peter. You know how Peter makes a little cardboard cutout of a TV and he watches his life as if it was a
crazy.
Show. It's so funny.
It's funny because when they're at the school,
yeah,
it's like a bunch of angry mob is coming after someone.
Some dude's about to get lynched. Let's watch.
Yeah, literally.
I like when he looks at Quagmire leaving to go to work, and Quagmire's like, what is Quagmire up to? And he's just like, just going to work. And Peter's like, oh, Quagmire with his get rich quick schemes.
Yeah, and
he's just like a pilot.
Yeah, he's like
he's like not
pilot.
even doing anything.
Yeah.
And then Peter wears it to school, and he almost gets beat up. Yeah, we talked about that. And then Peter. Also, like when Lois is talking to Peter and he's like all worried, and then Lois looks at him and is like, she's like, "What could we do together, Lois?" And Lois laughs and she's like,
"Make love."
And then fucking no, Peter is like, "Oh my God, Lois, you have a sick mind, a sick mind." And Lois is like, "Peter, I was talking about making love," and he was like, "Oh, I thought you wanted us to murder the children and harvest their organs for beer money."
Yeah, gosh. That's so funny. Yeah.
It's like, why would you think that, Peter? It's probably what he was thinking of doing. Yeah.
Gosh.
You have a sick mind.
You have a sick mind. You want to have sex? I want to harvest the kids' organs for beer money.
Shit. But Peter beats his TV addiction and has a newfound sense of life.
He does.
There are so many dad jokes in this episode. The whole montage of Peter and the being like an actual family has so many dad jokes. For example, Peter flashing a red blanket, putting it down for like a picnic, and then a bull comes and just tramples him. That one's really funny.
Man.
The TV. Oh yeah, we talked about that. Yeah. So what were you? What do you have?
So it's when like Peter goes to the German festival.
Oh.
And then like there's this like German sausage guy, and he like takes out the Czechoslovakian sausage person, and it's kind of like a World War II joke.
He takes down all of like the other countries'
Yeah.
stands and just puts a Germany sign. over it. That's a crazy one.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's really good. It's not
and
good.
he has like
but
a
it's,
little like a Hitler
funny.
stash too.
Yeah. Ooh, man. That was
They got Hitler jokes in like every episode.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like so far, both episodes have had Hitler jokes. I wonder if how long that's going to continue for.
I don't think it goes past like season. I don't think episode 3 had any. That I
Maybe.
remember.
But it's
There might be.
I mean, they definitely do that a lot in the show. They have a lot of Hitler jokes.
Yeah.
Like I know there's one where Peter kills him and then plants the gun on their bodies.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's later though. It's like season 4, I think.
Wait, I thought that was.
I think it's a little bit later.
I thought it was like I thought that was in episode 1.
No, it wasn't. Episode 1 was where he was weak and he was like, that's why.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So I also like Stewie uses the TV satellite that Peter destroyed. He fixes it up and makes it into like a beacon to destroy all
That's
broccoli.
right, yeah.
After Stewie's invention, it causes it to start pouring raining while Meg is driving. Meg hits Peter with her car, leading to Peter being stuck in the hospital in a full body cast where they turn on the TV and he falls back into his TV addiction.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, like, if you think about it. I mean, we're only on the first 2 episodes now,
Yeah.
but, like...
Just getting started. It's got
Yeah,
so much to
yeah.
go. So much to
But
go.
if you think about, like, these first 2 episodes, Stewie has made something that's kind of...
Resolved.
resolved things.
Yeah.
Like, the
I think
mind
that happens
control,
all of season 1.
and then the weather machine, like,
Yeah,
he kind of
yeah.
sets things back to normal.
I know, it's pretty cool. I like how they do that.
And-
I'm pretty sure there's an episode later in the season, or maybe it's season 2, where like there's a time machine. It's like
I
a
think
time machine episode.
That starts in, like, season 2, because
That
he
episode's really
has that
cool.
consistently throughout the whole show, I think. Or at
Oh,
least,
God.
like...
But there's like I don't think it's Stewie's time machine.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I know
It's
he builds one at some point.
Yeah, he does. But there's I know it's in the early season. There's like a thing where he looks at where the whole like Peter and Lois like
Yeah.
have like a whole like crazy like revelation, and they're like in their relationship, and
Yeah.
like drastic happens, and they're like, oh my god, like this will strengthen us, like I will never do this again to you, and then Stewie like sets it back like 24 hours and it just never happens.
Yeah.
it's funny, but
It's great.
I also had right when Peter was falling back into his TV addiction. It had this like cutaway that he was watching basically, and it was the Klondike bar, and it was like, what would you do for a Klondike bar? And he'd be like,
Wait.
I don't know, probably a lot. And then he was like, would you clap your hands? He's like, yeah. And he started clapping his hands, and he's like, they're like, say something else, like, would you jump in the air? And he jumps in the air, and then he's like, would you kill a man? And he's like,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and then they give him a gun, and it cuts to Peter, and it's just like, and he's like,
yeah.
oh
shit.
Funny as hell.
You know, I just also thought of something. It's like early in the episode, but
Mhm.
it's talk about it anyways. When Brian was talking about how Peter wouldn't survive the TV like when TV was gone.
yeah.
It cut to like a Willy Wonka like cutaway where like
Oh,
Peter ate some some things to make
Yeah.
him like float, and then Willy Wonka's like, "Are you sure you didn't eat anything from my factory?" He's like, "No, what do you call me, a liar, man?
he's
Shut
like
up.
huge
Why don't
and
you
blue.
Shut up."
Yeah.
He's like, "Okay, I was just asking."
Yeah, he said that's when he was trying to quit candy.
Yeah.
You know what this kind of reminded me of?
What?
Which I haven't even seen, but I just know of it. It kind of reminded me of like, you know the episode The Contest of Seinfeld? Where they're trying to quit jacking off?
Yeah. I've
It
watched
kind of
that
reminded
episode,
me
yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
But like, I could totally see them doing a joke like that, like in Family Guy.
Yeah.
Like where them like, I could see like Peter and like Quagmire and like Brian like getting in a circle and being like, oh god man, I'm trying to quit TV, and it's like laugh track. Like I
Yeah.
could totally see them doing it. I'm surprised they didn't, but I guess it didn't really work.
Yeah.
Because Peter is the only one with really like a TV addiction.
Yeah.
Have you heard of like there's this idea, I heard about this from Toonrific Tariq on the Cartoons That Curse podcast. I don't know if he made this idea up by himself, but
Yeah.
basically he talked about this on the podcast. Basically, like the concept of Family Guy is this dad, Peter, who's raising his kids on values he learned from TV,
Yeah.
which kind of makes sense. I mean, like,
Yeah.
because you know it's not always good.
Yeah.
it's not always good
it's
at
not
all.
always good. Yeah. That's
But
true.
it's
never always
kind of
good.
so like that's kind of it. Kind of makes sense, but like of course, I mean like amplified by like 100.
Yeah. For sure.
Because like there's this clip where Peter literally just shoots Meg in the head with a clock,
Oh.
and she's
Yeah. Meg is kind of like the fucking butt of the joke in
she's like
episode
what do you
in
call
the
it?
later season.
She's the freaking I don't know what you
I
call
don't
it.
even know what you would call it. Honestly.
the
throwaway character?
No, like the punching bag.
Oh yeah, she
Punching
definitely
bag.
is a punching bag in later
How long have
seasons.
we been going for? 20 minutes. Not
In
bad.
later seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, did you have anything else for this episode?
Not really. This episode was kind of like, it wasn't really bland. It was just kind of simple how like it went from start to like the mid.
You like? Did you like it though?
I liked it though.
Yeah.
I feel like though, like, because I've seen this show
Mhm.
from start to finish, like, well,
Yeah.
not really to finish yet.
Oh, you haven't seen all of
But,
it. Yeah. You haven't seen the new episodes, but
It's just like really, I don't know. I just can't wait to rewatch season 2. Honestly,
Mhm.
I can't.
I think season 1 is really good, but I am excited to see season 2.
Yeah.
Also, I want to
Season-
correct something I said last episode.
Yeah.
I said that the first season was picked up for 13 episodes. I looked into it this morning a little bit. It looked like it was picked up for 7 episodes.
Yeah.
And that's just how it aired. So
Oh,
I
okay.
might have just been wrong, but I thought I had read somewhere that it was picked up for 13. I don't know, but yeah, I'm excited to get season 2 as well. I mean,
Yeah.
we're gonna be on this season for about
Couple weeks.
2 months.
What? This is season 1?
Yeah, 7 weeks.
Oh, okay. Maybe we do double upload.
I mean, we could do 2 a week for a bit, just to try to get it done in less than 8 years.
Maybe. We'll see.
8 years.
That's crazy, guys. That's crazy.
And it's still gonna be coming out,
Yeah.
dude.
We'll just rewatch. We'll do a rewatch pod until we're like 80 years old.
Yeah, dude. In 8 years, you'll be like 27.
27, yeah.
and I'll be like, fuck, I'll be 24. No,
No,
Yeah.
you'll be
25,
let's
somewhere around there. I'm almost 17, so
18. Right, so you're 4 years younger than me.
okay. And I'm almost set. Well, you're almost 20.
I'm
Dang,
almost
you're almost 20.
I'm almost 20, boy.
Yo, shit.
But
One more year.
one more year. One more year.
Oh
Shit. But yeah, this episode was good.
I agree.
Stewie came in clutch, like always.
I love it.
Kinda
I love it. I kind of
crafted
miss
up.
that.
Yeah.
Cause Stewie, I mean, he's not like as evil. He doesn't like build inventions as much. At least
Yeah.
where I'm at in
Wait,
the show, season
what?
5.
Season 5? Yeah, he kind of takes a little break.
Just a little break.
Take a little break. I think.
I've been watching Family Guy though also like from
Yeah.
season 5 because I'm not gonna wait 8 years to finish the show.
Yeah.
Dude, also season 4 is gonna take like a year, like a bulk of a year.
We'll figure it out. We'll get
Dude,
it
because
done real quick.
if we're doing weekly episodes,
Yeah.
30 episodes in season 4. But I'll actually 28 because I was thinking we could cover Stu Griffin's Untold Story
Yeah.
as one, so that takes 3 off right there.
Yeah.
But still, that's gonna be a
Yeah. It's
long
It's
season.
gonna be a grind for
And
sure.
even season 2 is like 24 episodes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to it's gonna take you like almost the bulk of a year for that too.
Yeah. 24 weeks.
Every season is gonna take a long time.
Yeah. We'll see what we can do to shorten it maybe a little bit.
Yeah, I think we could do. I don't really want to cover more than one episode at a time.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like it works good covering one at a time.
Yeah.
But I guess we could.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe when we're like both on breaks,
Mm-hmm.
We
We could
can,
try
like,
double uploading. Yeah.
double uploading like one
Wednesday
week.
and Thursday, or Wednesday and Friday, or something like that.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, like it would work.
Yeah.
Probably kind of cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Get some more uploads in there. Be sure to send us a voice message, by the way.
Yes.
If you go on Spotify, beneath the episode, it shows where you can send us a voice message and give us your thoughts on the next episode so that we can talk about them in the next episode.
Yes.
Where we watch
We will
episode
do a segment
3.
at the beginning
Mm-hmm,
of every
mm-hmm.
episode talking about them. So please send us
Yeah.
some.
Oh, and by the way, guys, thanks for all the support on the last episode. We're filming this definitely a week later,
Yeah.
so we know that the podcast blew up.
yeah. So you guys better.
So thank you for 1 million ratings and like 100 million views. Like
yeah.
we're #1 in the world
Yep.
ever. We beat Joe Rogan. We just got
Yeah.
a $400
we
million
just passed
Spotify
the,
deal.
like Joe Rogan Experience, one of the most popular podcasts.
Yeah, just with
in-
one episode of
Yeah.
a shitty show.
that has like $100 million contract.
Yep. But no, we just posted the episode like an hour ago
Yeah.
as we're filming this, the first episode. So yeah, I hope that it did decently at least.
Yeah.
We don't really have a fan base to really bring over.
Yeah.
I mean, I have like a small audience, but probably not gonna do crazy numbers for a
Yeah.
while. But I think it's gonna be fun.
You can't do crazy numbers first time you start.
It's a hard thing to do with a podcast, but I think if we keep up with it and we just keep getting
Yeah.
better, then we'll
Yeah,
we'll
for
have
sure.
a
I think we'll do good.
we'll have a good podcast in no
Yeah.
time. And we could talk about Patreon. I mean, we just we're 25 minutes and we could
Yeah.
talk for a minute. We were considering, if this ever grows a little bit more, we could start a Patreon
Yes.
where we don't only talk about Family Guy.
Yeah, we talk about other animated kind of shows
just
like Family
TV
Guy or
shows.
just TV shows in general. Maybe we could do a rewatch of The Flash.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if
I don't know if we could do a
yeah.
whole rewatch.
I
but
wouldn't
we
really
could
want to do like I would only want to do like honestly like season 1 and
Season-
like
yeah.
2 maybe.
We could do we could just do episodes of certain shows too.
Yeah.
Like if there's like a certain episode of I don't know, King of the Hill or
Yeah.
like American Dad or something like that. You know, we could watch certain
Yeah.
shows or movies even. The Simpsons movie, we could talk about that.
That's true, yeah. But yeah, it's up to you guys to make this successful. So just
Be sure to rate 5 stars.
Rate
Please,
5
if
stars.
you enjoyed. Leave us a
leave us a
like on YouTube.
Yes.
Subscription. It would help a lot.
sub so we can set up the Patreon and do some more reviews on some more shows that we like.
I'm talking
Or
about
that you guys like.
that you guys
Suggest some
like.
shows. We can
Yes, please.
do that,
please.
but it's only if you guys get this off the ground for us.
Yeah, and eventually, I think we should start it in like a few weeks. Just start a Patreon.
Yeah.
It doesn't like cost anything. It's free. We
Okay,
can literally
yeah.
just start uploading stuff, and then like whenever we do get someone to subscribe, then we have money,
Yeah.
and then they have a library of stuff to already watch. So
Yeah.
it'd be pretty good.
Yeah. We can talk about it. For
So
sure.
be sure
Yeah.
to subscribe, like,
Subs-
follow,
yes,
comment,
like
everything.
Do
Please.
everything you can to make this
Rate
thing blow
5
up.
Stars. We need more money. We're broke. Help. I need help. I'm in serious debt. Help. If you
Yeah.
like Family Guy, follow. Goodbye. Bye. Bye-bye.